Today on Teuty's track analysis, we have the track of the day for June 5th, Laminar by GMomesso. Laminar is a speed fun track made from the surfaces road, grass, dirt, and plastic. You can also find multiple reactor boosts down and reset in the track. There is a GPS on Laminar, and it actually is over a quarter second slower than the author medal time. There are 3 separate finishes on Laminar, with the fastest finish being about 0.2 faster than the second fastest, and about half a second faster than the third fastest. There is quite a large cut on the track, and though I'm not certain how much time it can save, it saves at least 2, if not 3 seconds. And the only speed checks in the track are if you are cutting. As far as difficulty, I found the track to be on the easier side with or without the cut, and I would rate it a 4 out of 10. As far as the medal times go, I was able to beat the author medal with and without the cut, and my personal best was a 47.530, which beats the author medal time of 49.708 by roughly 2.2 seconds. The gold medal time was 53 seconds, the silver 1 minute, and the bronze 1 minute and 15 seconds. I thought the track was alright, and I would give Laminar a plus rating. For the analysis today, we are going to start out with the no-cut route, and for that, we're just going to be using my personal best because I am unable to find the fastest no-cut start. And if you're only interested in the cut route, feel free to skip ahead to that. Right at the start, you want to drop down a little bit towards the right, or you can head over to the left a little bit. You just want to grab the reset a little later than you would just hitting the corner. After that, the transition from the grass to dirt here, you want to make sure you are turning towards the right as you leave the platform. This will give you a good angle heading into the road section. Once you are on the road section, as far as I know, you want to do a little bit of a drift here at the start of it, otherwise you'll be way too wide exiting. Doing this jump here, you want to leave the platform as straight as possible, though you're likely to be spinning a little bit sideways towards the right here, which is honestly perfectly fine. But once you get onto the road section here, no drifting here at all. You can pretty much just full send it. And then jumping onto the grass here, I decided to jump very far inside. Again, I don't have anything to compare to, so that's the best as far as I know. As far as jumping over this grass section here, want to limit that airtime by going as straight across as possible. And once you are leaving this grass piece here, you will be sliding off it a little bit. You want to try to get as little slide as possible, but you got to be aware that the less you slide, the higher you are going to end up, and you do have a likelihood of crashing out if that is the case. And that is it for the no cuts route. The rest of the track we will go over in the cut section. For the analysis of the cut route today, we are using the current world record Ghost driven by Endercut. They had a time of 45.780. No comparison today, I just felt my time was too far behind, and the main differences are just going to be how fast they got the cut and speed sliding. The immediate start of the track is pretty much exactly the same. For whatever reason, they don't go for the later reset, but the difference is honestly pretty negligible. But here, jumping off the grass, you're going to want to steer heavy towards the left. So once you get on the dirt here, you're pretty much going to get kind of a bug slide here, and it's going to turn you around pretty quickly. Once you are a little bit on the straighter side, you want to stop steering towards that left a little bit and start feathering towards the left. This will allow you to get a little bit straighter exit instead of flying off towards the right-hand side. This can be a fair bit tricky. It's very easy to jump off too high towards the left and either go around or hit this blue pole here. Again, very easy to fly off too far to the right and hit the right side fence. The landing here is kind of all over the place when you're going for it. Sometimes you can get a pretty flat landing that sometimes flips you over. Sometimes you can get what looks like a pretty bad landing, but you'll come out of it with speed. It's pretty random, a little bit luck-based, and you kind of just got to hope to get that clean landing. But moving on after this, you just got to drive on over to the left here on the dirt, and hopefully you are able to get here in 4th gear, which means you will be able to speed slide up this entire dirt section. The only thing you have to watch out for is the gear up to 5th, which you want to straighten out for. I do want to point out here that you do have to go inside this blue pole here because this is a checkpoint. If you go on the outside, you'll miss it and not be able to complete the lap. You also don't want to hit this turbo boost here on the left because we are going backwards through the checkpoint. So this turbo boost is also backwards and it will lose you speed. Once you make your way through that though, you will be jumping over here to the right side of the fence. Also on this grass landing can be a little bit random as well with your car, kind of just flipping and bouncing all over the place. So hopefully you're able to get that clean landing as well. But we'll see here that this world record actually goes for a drift here. And that's because if you take this very far inside, you'll be able to grab this reactor boost down, which will get you a pretty significant speed boost going forward. It is a pretty tight line to grab that reactor boost, and if you don't get it super clean, you're kind of just wasting your time. But if you do get it pretty cleanly, it can save probably around half a second, if not more. But that speed will allow you to get a much better speed slide through this section. You can get a speed slide here through the non-cut route as well, but it is a little bit more difficult due to the less speed. And then after that jump is just more speed sliding into the loop here, which with the world record pretty much takes sort of down the center of the entire thing. But on the exit, they will be leaving here very heavily towards the left on the dirt and just doing some more speed sliding into the end. And we'll pause it right here just to go over the 3 different finishes. The most obvious and honestly easiest one to take is really just the red one, and that is also the fastest one to take. I don't really see a reason to take any other ones, but for the red one, you just want to drive up it as straight as possible. You have the one on the right side, which is marked by the yellow plastic. That one is about 0.2 slower than the red one. And then we have the left side one that is green. If you go up there, that's about half a second slower than the red one. But again, honestly, I don't see any reason to take anything other than the red one. And that is going to do it for today's analysis. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like the video and subscribe. Check the description for a link to my Discord if you are interested in that. And be sure to check out all the previous track analysis videos already out on the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next one.